Good lord. Okay, there we go. Okay. Welcome to the... Hold on. Welcome to the the freaking weekend stream on game. I am your host, Blackfire Slayer, and I just had a bite of a really hot pepper. And this is just gonna go throughout the show, because I'm eating some very delicious Caribbean salad. It's a family recipe. It's called we call it conch salad, but everybody pronounces it a conch salad. You know those big old shells with the... You know what? I'll explain it in the show after the intro. So yeah, welcome everybody. I hope you're all having a good day. Today I'm being joined by... Hold on. Black screen. I'm being joined by Ubby and
Hello.
Yo.
So yeah, about that salad, it's freaking hot. All I can tell you. It's called conch salad. It's hot. I'm gonna be coughing about a lot. That's it. Coughing and sniffling. Enjoy the ASMR. Yep.
Coronavirus.
Ain't my vibe at all.
Whatever. I'm loving this.
You better ba.
So as we were talking about earlier, how's your guys' day going?
My day?
Yeah. Specifically.
I've done not too much today because it was my day off from work. So I have been just sleeping and doing a little bit here and there. I've mostly just been doing one project, which is a restoration project of cleaning up my childhood plush toy and using a comb to fluff up the hair because the hair on this toy has matted over the years of my affection towards the toy. So giving it lots of hugs and snuggles has made the hair very matted and tangled up over the years.
Ew. That sounds fantastic.
Oh, you shush.
How about you? What's it to you?
I did a lot of decluttering. Like, I took not all of them. I wish all of them, but I haven't been able to find all of them yet. I'm gonna. But for the majority of my old school paperwork, notebooks, I took everything out that was like sentimental to me, brought, some kind of joy or whatever to me. And I literally tore apart and destroyed all the rest. And I have a box full of bonfire stuff for when we do bonfires next. And
That's nice.
it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. It was so good. And then my mom actually like cleaned our like I'm not gonna say 20-year-old, but close to 20-year-old Tupperware cabinet out and scrubbed it.
That's
And
good.
that was fantastic. It was just a good day of, just taking out the trash.
Yeah. That's what my
Clean up
landlord did
detail.
today.
Much need.
Yep. My landlord cleaned up his bathroom for today. That was exciting. I've never seen that thing so
Yeah.
clean before.
Oh, nice.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
it was a great day of decluttering. I had a little walk. I took a little walk by myself. I found a sleeping bag. Very weirdly and strangely just parked on the side of the sidewalk. I did check for kittens or puppies and there was nothing. It was just a freaking
Okay.
uh
Sleeping bag.
sleeping bag. Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
And then I found, because we've been having ducks come out my house, like at the front of the house. Bless you.
Sorry.
There was a bone in the water bowl that they drank from. It was like either a spine or a skull, and I was like, oh, that is hella strange. And then apparently
now?
Blackfire Slayer, hold on. Blackfire Slayer told me that crows and other big birds take it with them and then drop it off where they start to drink. It was a bone. It was either a spine or a skull crushed. It was disturbing as hell, and I took a picture.
Oh, how fun.
It's probably a piece of a
Yeah.
steak.
Oh, it ain't no piece of a steak.
Was it?
I know pieces of steak.
Was it big or was it smaller? Like a.
It was almost translucent, thin, crunchy looking, and curvy.
Was it big or small?
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you.
Was it like the size of what you might think a cow bone is, or like a big fish bone? Like a.
Take a look for yourself, and minus the cigarette butt. I mean, don't mind it.
Where is it? Is it on Messenger?
It's the one that I made for us.
Ah, for us. Okay.
Well, us.
Let me. Us.
Oh
Let me
crap!
take a look.
Ew!
Don't mind the cigarette butt, but yeah, that was in the water bowl, and I was wondering why it was so black when we
What is that?
donated the stuff. And it's a bone.
No, I mean of what?
It looks like.
I
It looks
don't
like
know.
a pelvis
I'm
bone.
not a bone expert. I said either a spine or a skull. It looks like.
All right.
Hmm.
So there is bits of spine on
Interesting.
there. It does look like the head of something, but if it's like nearly the size of a cigarette, then it's probably like a raccoon. And big birds do like to eat raccoons from time to time.
There's a big black crow that's been coming because we've had ducks, and they've been looking like they're about to lay. Like they look like they either have laid, or about to lay, or about to lay again.
Do they
Um,
throw their chests into the ground to like kind of dig a hole? Are they doing that?
Row their.
Yeah, like okay, so the ducks that I have here, what they do is that the female she kind of shuffles her chest into the ground, into the dirt, or wherever she's trying to nest, to kind of form a more of a round hole or a nesting hole. Have you been seeing that happen with your ducks?
Something like that now that I think about it, because it looked like they were digging, but they were like in a very weird way. In
Yeah,
like a
so they're trying to nest. They are definitely trying to nest. So
yeah,
what the
that
females
concerns
like to do is they go around like sizing themselves up to like nesting areas and like kind of shuffling around to see what would be a good nesting area.
It would be a good nesting area if the big black crow didn't like follow them and find them, and he stays here. Like I don't know. I don't know if it's a he or she, but it's a big freaking black bird.
Mhm.
Squeaky as hell, loud as hell.
Mhm.
Will haunt them, stalk them, and go near them and try to fight them. And he goes all around the places that they lay and just like look like menace.
Menacing.
So yeah, and it's weird because literally we just started getting ducks. We've been feeding our birds and squirrels for 10 plus years. Same bird feed, same nuts, everything. We just got ducks. And not even a month ago, my dad was in the kitchen and we have a window facing out to the street because we live on a busy road. And out of nowhere, we see a mama duck and babies, like literal babies, yellow ducklings,
Ooh.
come from our yard, like somewhere in our yard, and just waddle over to bushes across the street. So, like I said, they either are planning to lay, have already laid, and are gonna lay again, but they're doing something because they're here, and they keep coming back. Even if there's no food, even if there's no water, they come here and they chill and poop on my not my lawn, poop on my porch.
Yep, that's what happens.
Hey, at least it's
They
good
poop a
fertilizer for your
lot.
yard.
No, not my yard, my porch.
Same thing.
All over the
Like my
concrete.
stone. There's no fertilizing stone.
Yeah, but see, when you wash it off, where does it go?
So, yeah. If it wasn't for the freaking big old black bird, because I know, my mom even said they're trying to get their eggs. If they're going to lay them, they're going to try and get them. And usually they're pretty successful if we can't get to them in time. So, I'm just scared about that. I'm scared I'm going to see dead duck eggs. And I don't want to see that. I literally just found a bone in the freaking bowl.
At least
I don't want to see anything else.
At least the ducks didn't do it.
I mean,
I thought that they regurgitated the bone. That was my initial thought. I don't know why.
I mean, like, ducks, they can eat animals sometimes. I've seen the ducks here eat lizards. I've also seen them eat fish.
Yeah, those are
like,
those are small. Small.
Yeah, those are small, but like still, like they can eat things, and then I don't know if they can regurgitate. I've never really seen a duck regurgitate. They sound like they're regurgitating, the ducks around here, because they're like that. Yeah, and it sounds like they're throwing up, but they're not. It's just like a weird gurgling noise that they make.
Oh
It
god,
makes
that's
no
a pepper.
sense because I haven't heard anything like
Oh my
that.
God.
What? Anything
Sorry,
like
keep going.
that. So it was very, very random. But anyways, that's what's been going on. So it's been a lot of decluttering today, and today's overall been a pretty chill day. I didn't drink any coffee, and I didn't, conk out before 8, so I think we're good.
Good, that's great.
You know what's weird? Is I know this is like not a topic of art, but it's literally so weird how I can drink cold brew strong coffee with sugar and still fall asleep.
It's because you're dehydrated.
No, I drink so much water. More water than I'd like
Sure?
to admit.
Speaking of hydration.
Oh my gosh, go get some milk. Stop eating hot peppers.
Sorry, I'm 2% lactose intolerant. I can't drink 2%. I mean, I can't drink.
Then get the lactate. Get the
I don't have
lactate
any.
milk. It doesn't have the lactose in it.
Go
Then
milk
go
some
to the
almonds
store.
or some cashew.
Go milk an almond. Go milk an almond. Oh my gosh.
It's true.
What? What?
Oh my god. Go get something to drink.
I just got water. It's fine.
Go get something. Oh, I'm not gonna say that.
What, better than water?
No, I was gonna say, go get something creamier to drink.
Go
Nah,
get
I'm good.
some hot chocolatey milk. Some hot chocolatey milk.
Hot chocolate.
Hey guys, want some hot chocolatey milk?
Nope, that was a bad idea.
You want some fucking cocaine?
Goodness.
Don't do
That's what
drugs,
I
kids.
thought when you said that.
That's all I can say. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do school, stay in drugs, kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Goodness. What
All
a
right.
train wreck we are.
We just hit our 20-minute mark. You want to head on to the next segment of this show?
Yes, what is the next segment?
We're jumping into cooking again. You're gonna see
Oh.
your first bit of bad cooking from Kay, and then we're gonna look into some baking. That was suggested to
Alright.
me by What's It To You.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
really good. It's really pretty.
not Kay's cooking, but the baking, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, no, not K's. I'm sorry. No way.
All right. Here we go. I'm just gonna. Where's the button? Share the screen. Yeah. For those who are currently watching, it'll be just a few seconds. Boom. There you guys go. So you can watch it. It's probably gonna be a bit choppy because of my internet, but yeah. And then boom.
Let's hope one of the vegetables is a potato.
Oh yeah, I know. Wouldn't that be great?
I just want to see how she makes them. I know there's so many different ways.
It's gonna be very low. I know you can't hear it because we're just gonna talk over it the most. But
Give me one moment. Someone's knocking on my door.
all right. That is a whole broccoli. It has been a while since I've seen an entire bushel of broccoli. I don't know if
Can't
that's
say the same, actually.
I don't know if that's how you say it.
Now, I know some people say
bought
you're
a
wasting
big old
half of this stuff,
thing of broccoli.
but it's just how I've been.
Is it a bushel? I don't freaking know what the heck the
Bushel.
terminology is.
Just how I've been
A stick of broccoli. Just a big old thing,
generation
the broccoli
after
sticking on the end of it.
generation.
I don't know.
Only that I've gone a bit
I thought it
further
was just called a tree. A tree of broccoli.
I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah.
Imagine if we actually saw broccoli the size of a tree.
them off.
Oh my god.
Imagine the bugs. Ugh.
Stay on
Ew.
cutting.
Make some potatoes. I want to see what you do.
No. We're just gonna go through this, alright? What she forgot to do, though,
That's that.
which it is not
Get rid of the rest of it.
necessarily mandatory for you to do at home, but is very welcomed to do at every point of cooking, is washing your vegetables.
Oh,
Not
I thought
everyone
you
does
were
it.
gonna say again and wash it.
Well, as you can see, I've
Well,
started
yeah, that's a given. Wash your hands.
putting up
What are you
the
doing though? She
carrots.
probably did it off
Now
camera.
you might say, why
She
have you
probably
left the
did.
skin on?
But
When you
the
whacked 'em
vegetables
over.
don't look very wet, washed.
Well, from what I've been told, ouch, by watching
Neither does her
some
hands.
programs that
Also-
you don't even have to wash them, but I think
That is a very dangerous
Oh,
way of
She
cutting.
just said it.
nothing
She just
at
said
all.
it. Go back.
So I've
Alright, hold
wiped
on.
them over, dried them off.
20
Wipe
seconds.
over might be better. Told, ouch, by watching some programs that you don't even have to wash them, but I think I thought a wipe over might be better than nothing at all.
I'm not sure.
So I've wiped them over, dried them off.
Oh, she wiped them and then dried them off. Okay.
Put the skin on.
Like I said, not mandatory, but it didn't look like it. I never heard of someone drying their vegetables.
I dry them with a paper towel when they're too soggy.
Vegetables?
Yeah.
Before
Or
cooking?
Even fruit.
That's a bit.
Yeah, if I washed them.
You don't need to dry your food before you cook.
Bit thick too.
I'm OCD. I like to dry things. Just like if there's too much grease on my plate, I will blot it with a napkin.
Put them in there.
Well, yeah,
I think I
that's
might
given.
have done too many carrots.
I don't do it, but I mean,
Not to worry.
I don't know. Wash your carrot, dry it off, and then put it into a bowl of
Sure my
water.
dog will have some.
What's the point? What? That's like getting
Well,
out of
if
a
it's
pool.
going into water, then no, I wouldn't dry it. But if
So
it's
that's
not
the
going into
carrots.
water, then hell no.
Carrots
I'm
and
gonna have to
tomatoes.
dry it.
See, don't
That's like getting out of a pool.
So
Your hair's
now,
dry. And then you dry yourself
put on all the
off
honey on.
just to jump into the ocean. Like 2 seconds later.
They realise the bag was up and like that.
Mm.
So,
Oh
I
man.
can't hear anything, but
like I did with the
No way.
carrots.
Yeah, I know. It's lowered so we're able to
Taylor.
talk over it.
oh, you're about to cut yourself.
Harshly too, with a serrated knife. Watch your fingers,
I don't think
woman!
it's serrated.
Ah!
I don't think it's serrated. I think it's
Now I'm gonna
smooth.
take
Look
the
at it.
skin off.
Yeah, it is smooth. It's not serrated.
That's not smooth. Do you see the freaking?
Come on.
Look at the edge. Look at the edge. It might be the quality, but that's
No,
definitely a
let-
serrated knife.
Oh,
Now
if you
what
look
people
so
say, I
closely
waste
and
all
you
the onions.
blink three
See, I can
times and squint
see
your eyes, yeah,
Still bits
it's
on this,
serrated.
bits of skin on this, so
Is
that's
that
why I took
sarcasm?
another layer off.
No, not at all.
See? So
Do you
now
see-
I need
you
to
see it
be
now?
Clear.
You see it now?
There we
It's
are.
right there.
That's the skin off. Wow. Reduce the size
What?
of the onion.
The edge of the knife. Look,
So
it's bumpy.
we do it all this
Serrated.
Oh, I thought you meant my sarcasm. Like, is it visible?
rubbish.
Oh, nah,
What
don't
I'm
worry
gonna
about
do
that.
is slice the onion, off.
Yeah, I can see it now. The quality does go in and out, I might add.
Yeah,
I'm-
it's the
I need to
internet.
add.
It's not even the video. It's more of me sharing my screen while I'm streaming,
I'm going
while
to-
I'm playing this video, while there's also a live video going on
I should
in the
have my
background
sunglasses on, I know I
that no
should
one
have.
else can hear.
That's the pan I need for it.
I wonder if she's crying right now.
Mm-mm.
Bit of skin left on there.
Like tearing up from the onion.
Nah, she's Irish. She can handle it.
I actually, you want to know what I learned
That's
from a fellow
Near
person
the
on
end, I can
TikTok?
get it, and then I'm
What?
going
Is
to
that
seal
if
with the
you
other
cut
one.
the root of the onion, that is what makes you cry. If you cut off the root of the onion,
Watch your thumbs.
you will not cry.
Cut in with the grain and not
Yeah.
Ooh.
tear inside.
I think she cut
Never knew
herself
that.
a couple
Nose,
times.
And then there would be quite a lot
Oh,
of
for
tears, and then
sure.
somebody ended up in hospital, but never mind that.
She's just a mother. She doesn't show it.
Right, now that is the vegetables
She's
all
tough.
done.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to put I'm gonna take
Her
a cookie.
pots are
What I'm going to
very
do is I'm
crooked.
gonna put some salt water
Anyone
in
else?
all of
They've
them,
been beat up
we
so
all have
much.
time to cook.
Add time.
Right, as you can see, everything is boiling.
Wait, what happened to the
Tangled
chicken?
with that pan.
What happened?
Like tangled with a frying pan.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you.
Ew.
Yes, I know it's not
Skip it,
appetizing
skip
for
it,
any. Yes,
skip
I
it.
know.
Give it.
Right, as you can see, everything is boiling away. I'm gonna
Look at
turn
the
it on
chicken!
now.
Annoying.
That looks like some of the stuff that came out of the ear from the commercial we just saw.
Ugh.
And
Don't
the
do that to me. Shush. You fucker.
It's okay. We could let it all out now until it's offset by, you know, the good cooking that we're going to see later. A little bit much on the
Baking.
broccoli.
Baking.
Same thing. A little bit much on the
Sorry
broccoli.
if I'm being annoying, by the way. I'm a little tired.
And
So I'm probably extra hyper in a weird way.
some onions.
If you lose some of the green on your broccoli, it's been in there for just a little bit too long. Maybe a little bit too much
There we
water.
Yeah, it's all in the
I
water.
know
Look
I
at it.
forgot to do gravy,
Yeah.
But I'm going to do some gravy with the
Oh god, I can't get it out of my
Juices
head
of
now
the
though what you said
juices.
about the earwax.
with the from
You fucker.
Yep.
meat. Right, I'm going to use the water
Is that
from...
rice?
I have no idea.
Ow.
Is is it sugar?
Use the water from the carrots.
It's not sugar.
Is
That
it
was bloody hot.
is it rice?
I don't know.
I think it's rice.
If it dissolves, it's not rice.
Now a lot of you are going to be going, oh, you don't do that. Yeah, you do when it's over.
I can't even tell if it dissolved or.
Yeah, me neither.
And if you don't like it, well, I've told you before. Let cool down a bit.
I want to hear her explain things.
So I'm going to use the water from the onions.
I have no idea what she's doing here.
I think she's making soup.
No, she's making gravy, but
Oh, maybe the gravy granule, like gravy powder. Oh, wait a minute, maybe it's gravy powder.
I never
Nice
seen
and
powder
thick.
clump up like that.
Right,
Whoa,
I'm just gonna put
okay.
some
That was
gravy on, like I said, I made it from the pans.
that was
So
that
nice
was
taste test.
that was definitely gravy. What you call it? But
And
it doesn't seem like very thick gravy. Yes, I know it's stuck.
Mm-mm,
It
no, it's
adds in
hella
2
watery.
seconds.
I have a very dry throat.
Yeah.
People are not asking the right questions.
Thank you.
and Ziggy.
Oh no!
Aw.
Oh, it's for the
my
dog.
goodness, this tastes
Oh.
As you can see, this
Maybe there was marrow
carrots,
powder.
broccoli, chicken,
I don't know. Maybe.
some dog meat, no onions.
Helps with the strength
He's not
because
having onions.
strength of the bones.
It looks
Because
like
I
he's
feed my
enjoying
dog
that.
that. Well, I used to feed her
He's
that all the
searching
time,
around for the meat.
and it had the exact same. It almost was like a brown sugar, but less gritty.
Well, had I known it was freaking for the dog. Do you know how many people have done that sort of thing where they say they're gonna make a meal and then they don't mention that it's for the dog at all? And then they put a
Never
whole
seen
bunch of
that in my life.
they put a whole bunch of bizarre like ingredients in there, and you think it's for a person, and you're like, how do these people eat in this woman's house? And they give you no hints whatsoever that it's not for humans. And then at the
Hello.
last at the last minute they give it
I'm
to their
back.
dogs, and you're like, oh, that makes so much more sense.
Nope, never seen it.
Really? That hasn't showed up on TikTok yet?
Mm-mm.
Weird. You just missed it.
Food on table.
Yeah. We'll watch another one.
Enjoy
What
your
about a
food,
table?
friend. Oh, just one of my roommates came out for food. I got her food from outside. There was a delivery.
What the heck? Anyway, which one would you like to see? We've already watched, where is it? Where is it? The Meatballs one. Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Anyway, we watched one with meatballs, and then we watched the cake and icing, and then the chicken and vegetables. Spicy soup with fish. What the? You know, it's kind of hard to go wrong with soup. You just put stuff in a pot with water. Make sure it doesn't burn. If you want stuff crunchy, put it in last. Not crunchy.
So then, yes, it is. It could definitely be screwed up.
Not really, because if you put things in the wrong order, it's just gonna melt into soup anyway.
I beg to differ. I have personally ruined some soups of my day.
How'd you do that?
Like not putting the ingredients in the right way, and also, you don't want soup to just turn into a big pile of mush. You're not making slop, you're not making mush, you're making soup. And you have to put the ingredients in at the right time, so that way they cook at the right time, so that way you don't get mush. So like carrots, for example, they only need to boil for about 8 minutes. So I tend to put all my vegetables that are root based, so like potatoes, carrots, or turnips, or whatever root based ones, and put them kind of towards the end so where they can soften up and don't turn into mush at the very end of my soup.
Oh,
So
jeez.
the meat can stay and cook for a while because some meats, depending on what cut you got, they can either get tougher or they can get softer depending on what type of meat you're using, if you're using meat.
Oftentimes I hear stories about people cooking soups, and a lot of times I hear them not really make the mistake, but not know that there's a pretty reasonable difference between a soup and a stew. And a lot of times people want an actual stew instead of a soup.
Soups are much more lighter and have more broth. Meanwhile, stews are much more heartier and they have a lot more stuff going on and not really much juice or broth.
For me,
They
stew
have
is
more of a gravy.
more of like anything in the bowl with chunks of vegetables, meat, or whatever in it. Soup could be a lot more of that stuff broken down into like the broth. So it flows more. So with that in mind, technically for me, getting a soup wrong is actually a lot harder than it is for a stew, and a lot of people aim for stews and call it a soup. That's what I was trying to say.
And today I'm going to be doing cookies and muffins.
I like how we both go,
Yes.
Right, so I've got my recipe
The
here for
universal.
the cookies.
Yes. The
I've
same
written it on
brain
back,
cell.
back of
It's
it.
stretched between
Right,
two people.
that it is, darling.
gonna-
That it
Oh my god, it's a whole 27 minutes long, so from time to time I will cut through it.
Right, so it says
Whoa, what just happened? Oh, she must have turned on a light.
Who?
The video got
Okay.
brighter.
mix sugars
No.
and butter. Yeah, mix sugars and butter. So
Right now she's making
gonna
both
put-
cookies and muffins out of the
I've
same
got 3
batter.
ounce, I don't know if you can see.
I mean, you can
3
totally
ounce of
do
brown
that. That is the
sugar.
thing you can do. You can also do that with
Yeah.
cake.
And
Yeah, that's
how
true.
much of a sugar do I need?
cookies.
Can I be like?
Didn't we watch this one?
No. We watched just the cake one.
4 ounce. Oh, how come there's more? Well, 4 ounce of a sugar. Oh, I'll go for flour then. 4 ounce of sugar. You might have to give me a little bit of sugar, Natalie. Please.
Man. I have nothing against UK, but it is hilarious to see their flag on a lot of random things that I did not expect.
That's
Like
it.
sugar.
Bit light on the subject. 1, 2,
I wonder what the
3,
difference is between regular, well,
4.
American sugar
After all,
and
sorry.
UK sugar.
So
That's the sugars mixed
they
in,
do
as
have
it
different
said.
types of sugar. Like for an example, we have powdered sugar, also known as.
Let's have a little
Hang
bit
on, I got a
here.
phone call. Why are people calling me today?
Mix the
You're
sugar
getting
I'll be
famous.
back.
butter,
You're a celebrity.
I'll be back.
and vanilla
Oh
extract.
boy.
Whoa! Did you see that ghost?
Or 1
Do it
egg
again.
beaten with whisks.
Let's back up and then do an instant replay.
Turn that on.
The frickin' bowl moves on its own. Watch.
So,
Which one? Left or right?
Left.
Oh, okay. Mix the sugars, butter,
Wait.
and vanilla extract.
Wait for it. What the heck? Did you see that?
Or 1 egg beaten
What was
with
that?
whisks.
Who flicked
You
it?
want to know something really scary?
What?
I'm putting stuff in my new display case, and I put my old
Sugars have gone
Toy
in.
Story dolls. So like Woody and Jessie,
That's
Buzz is
it,
nowhere to be
butter.
found for whatever reason. But anyways, Woody and Jesse
Butter
stand them up.
and
They're
vanilla.
completely solid in place. I hear
I
a
want
thump that woke me up for like 2 seconds.
4 ounces of Marge.
Saw nothing, like
What's this,
immediate
butter?
in my way fall. Went back to sleep. Woke up the next morning to look in the
Can't find my
case,
spoons.
and
I bought some spoons. What did
the
I do with
doll
spoons?
literally was face down. And I'm like,
Right, 4
how?
ounces
Oh,
Marge.
Like, actually, how? And I told
Oh,
my
and that.
mom this, and she was like,
More.
what? And I'm like,
what if your dad?
I don't know.
What if your dad did it, just to mess with you?
No, oh no.
I don't
Because
know.
it's a loud door. I would hear it open.
What if
Has Marge gone in?
he came in
Oops, missed
and
a
you
bit.
knew he came
That's
in?
it. That's it. Oh.
You didn't know what he did, but he did it right in front of your face, and you weren't paying
What did I
attention.
say? Was that the-
No, it's
I don't
not that.
know.
How much extra
It's
do
not
I
that.
need?
Maybe your dog did it.
One.
It ain't that a
What
display
did?
case.
Spoon?
Yeah.
That's not right. In a million years.
Or a magical gust of wind went through straight through your walls and the glass, and then just blew it
Yeah,
over.
no, normally at first, but
No, that's not all what happened.
I don't
Oops,
know,
see if I
man.
moved this
Sounds
bowl
like
here.
it. There's obviously
Okay.
rational
sleep,
scientific
okay?
reasons as to why this thing
Oh,
ended
no,
up
I
face
can't
down in
believe
your
that.
display case box thing.
I don't think that's right. 1 tablespoon.
It was
But if
very.
it says that, it says it. So
Science points
I'll put
towards
that in.
aliens.
Oh, it just points towards me. Okay.
That's
Mhm.
it. That's that in.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says I've got to beat
Oh
my
my
egg
gosh! Stop calling me.
with an
Okay.
electric whisk on a dish, and then drop it in here.
Hey, it sounds like you.
And
Yeah, I mean it's contagious, isn't it?
mix it all together.
One day you will know. Once again.
It says to
One day, like I don't already know.
Like I said, one day you will know once again. It may not be happening right now, but it will happen again.
Yeah. That's a lot of butter.
That is a lot of butter.
Holy shiesty, that is a lot of butter.
That's gonna be
Butter.
some
Butter.
butter cookies.
Better keep.
I don't think that's
Better.
enough. Well, I can't tell if that's enough eggs. Is it usually like 2 or 3?
Right, it says light.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hey,
I am
Right,
back again.
so
What is it with family calling?
What have I put
tell your
in?
mom I said hi.
Sugar.
Yeah, my mom came
So
over.
mix the
That's why I
sugars,
had
so
to
both
stop
sugars,
for a
I
bit, and
Wasn't
along
it?
with my dad, and they
Cuts off
checked
what
things
brings
out
and
and
people
gave me a bunch of
confused.
stuff, and I was like, cool. And then my sister called me,
Right, so
and then she
let's
called
have a
me
look.
again.
Mixing both
And then she's
sugars.
probably gonna call me
So
a
I'll put
third
sugars in.
time, so just
That's
a warning there.
Butter
Look at that
and
So,
butter.
extract. So that's what Marge. And
That looks like a
vanilla.
finger. Look at that butter stick thing. Look at
Then it's
that. Looks
Giving
like a
me the
finger.
finger.
like a pointer
like a
finger.
banana.
then stir it.
Just
Like
going-
a banana.
Or banana phone. Or that one
Banana phone.
moon in a tuxedo
Yeah, wrote down. Oh, I have 7 ounces.
What?
with the sunglasses
A
or
teaspoon
the
of
shades or
salt.
whatever.
Right, so.
I don't know what
egg
it's
goes in.
called. Hopefully someone knows what I'm talking about.
Ouch, ouch.
Not at
Not
all.
let it blow.
Maybe it's like
Finish
Moon Man or
dripping.
something. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up later.
Right, so put that there too. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix this.
It just looks like butter. Something's missing here.
Then I'm going to
And
go
I don't
out
know
and
what.
get the, that's all vanilla.
She
Then
needs
I'm
to
gonna get
mix
the
that a
flour
lot
and the
more.
salt, and then I'm going to add them and mix it.
Ugh.
Right,
It looks bad, but
Half a
you might
teaspoon
just
of
taste like butter.
salt.
So it's not so bad. Like very,
All that butter flavor ain't so peachy keen either.
like very sweet butter. Was that liquid
Water.
salt?
Not coming through this one.
Oh my god. Again?
For those of you
Get
that
me all
don't
the
know, that
baby
are
salt,
watching
please.
or listening in on this, he does that very
Equivalent of
frequently
half
with
a
a
spoon.
lot of things.
What,
Yeah,
hiccups?
it has.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but this
What
time
did I
it's
You
say?
freaking...
hiccup.
Flour?
With so many things, even liquids, certain liquids, you just
What is it?
hiccup.
It's...
Two.
This time it's peppers, but
Right.
hiccuping
7
is my
ounce.
way of...
See, they're all doing it in
burping.
grams, and I'm having to convert
geez.
it on my phone.
It really
Well,
is.
I'm just
To
like saying for anyone that's so confused why you do that so much, it's like you're normal.
Pounds and ounces.
Well, it's about time some sort of backstory of the Black Fire Slayer gets put out there, you know? That's a good character
No.
trait. Okay?
'Cause
I hiccup
the
instead of
youngins
burp
today
all
have
the
been
time.
brought up
All
with
the
grams.
time. And sometimes it gets
I've worked up
annoying.
pounds
But,
and ounces.
yeah.
Oh.
I
Now I'm gonna mix
I
that
think she needs, like, some...
slowly.
I don't know if she needs water or milk or something.
She needs some milk.
I've never baked cookies before, so I don't exactly know.
Yeah.
But this doesn't look right.
I haven't baked cookies actually in a long time. But you need a lot of brown sugar, you need eggs, you need to cream it together for certain. Creaming takes a while, and you have to do it just right so that it turns out right.
I mean, this looks a lot better. I forget what she just put in there. I think it was flour. But it looks, so far, like peanut butter.
That is not supposed
Which
to be
what is
like
kind of...
that.
What it's kind of supposed to
I'm
look like,
supposed
right?
to be rolling that out and making it into cookies.
Well, it depends on what cookies you're making, but yeah.
There's no way.
Like chocolate chip
That's gonna go
cookies will
wrong.
have like a peanut butter looking, or even peanut butter
yeah.
cookies will have a peanut butter looking base.
Yeah, well, as long as it looks like it's thick enough to be a peanut butter, no matter what color it is, blue, yellow, green,
I
freaking
know why it says use
purple.
electric whisks.
If it looks as thick as
You know
peanut
you
butter,
shouldn't do that.
you might be on the right track.
Right, I've added a little
Oh, what
bit more
the heck?
flour because it was too weak.
What? I don't think this is part of the process, is it?
So yes.
I
that's
couldn't
made it a
even
bit
tell
more-
you.
Oh, get off.
I could not even tell you.
Made it a bit more come together more.
Powdered
What I'm
cookie
gonna do is
dough?
But first I'm going to mix this all round.
That's a lot of
into
flour to
thing.
roll
Now,
out
roll it
on,
out. Can you get me a rolling pin?
if
please?
that's what you're going to do.
And then I'm going to put it on the tray and make little cookies out of it.
What the heck was that?
I mean, if anything, you should be doing this in a
Please tell me
bowl.
nothing smashed.
I-
It looks like she's just adding her flour this.
Nah, I think she added flour earlier. Alright. Let's see, like right here.
You know what I mean? Right, so you think that, I don't know, I think that's still it.
Really put some elbow grease into it.
It's like that,
Oh, don't put any elbow grease into it. You have a bandage near it.
Day before, whatever. Whenever I made it.
My doll, that is way too much flour.
Yeah.
Hubby, are you there?
Phone call.
What?
Phone call.
No way! They just got off.
Go on, smash me watch up.
She did warn us that, you know, might call
Oh
again.
wait, the sister.
£1,000 a bloody
Okay.
time, that's all it is. Right, so I want some
Really
flour
beating
on
up
my,
that dough? Really beating up.
1 second.
Pillsbury.
No, this is
Oh my
not gonna
God.
do it. I'm gonna
I
have to
really
put
am not
the,
sure.
on it, so
about this process.
Right.
Maybe you do. Maybe.
That one.
But
That one.
I don't know. Something looks wrong.
That one. Starting to stick. Some more flour on that.
Sorry, my dad walked in. I don't know. Well, he
Some
knocked
of these are going to
unannounced.
be
I
more
didn't
thicker
know
than
that he
others.
was.
Who knocks
That
unannounced?
pastry up we have.
That is the announcement.
So,
I need a little
No,
bit
it's not
more.
gonna
Frickin'
Guys, I'm tired. I don't know.
A knock and a
Listen,
scratch.
You knocked.
and
It
a-
scared me.
and a
I
ding dong.
didn't mute it myself enough in time.
No, it's fine.
Need a lot more flour.
A knock, a scratch at the door, a
Lot
ding
more.
dong, and like a hello
He knocked
postman.
unannounced. Only I'm a person that says that kind of stuff, dude. Like, come on.
You're not the only person to
get
say
me
that. I'm
caught
sure
now.
of it.
Oh, I think so.
This is not
Right, we'll have
a
another
jab
go.
at all blonde people known to man, but I'm sure a few Hill Valley girls with blonde hair have said the same thing.
Oh, you
They
shush
seem to have come
now.
out a lot easier. Oops! One jumped out on me.
No offense.
Nah, you shush
Moved
now.
that.
No, this doesn't look
Yeah,
right.
pick
It's
it up
too much
a
flour.
lot easier.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
You can't see me putting them
Hold
on
on, I
tray,
gotta
can
check.
you? I'll show them after anyway.
Gotta
And
clock
that's
out.
another one.
Aw, okay.
And that's another one.
What happened?
That's another.
Ubby had to
And
leave.
that's
Okay.
another. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it out and
Well,
use the
So
rest
that
of
was
the
fun
gotta
while it
clock
lasted.
out, Colby.
And, oh, I've just pulled that one
Yeah.
apart. Never mind. So,
Oh my god. It's
the start of
It looks
can you
almost
start up a bit?
not
Look at
runny,
it.
but like way more.
Loose,
Right.
less
Yeah.
thin.
That's how
Yeah.
but it'll have more on it when I've finished.
Why is there egg or something looking
Right,
on
that's
the
what
pan?
I was,
That is butter.
What is that?
That's what I was trying to show you.
Is that butter?
So
That
they're
is
gonna
butter.
go in the oven, and I'm going to
That
check
looks like
them
egg.
after 15
But
20
I-
I guess it's butter.
I don't know
Now,
if
we're
you're
gonna get
able to
muffins,
cook
so muffin
cookies
cases
on
over there.
a
They've got muffin cases this time, whereas last time we didn't have
frickin'
no muffin cases. So I made
aluminum
a big
foil.
oven.
Don't they stick?
No. Parchment paper is
Shame
what
me now.
you use.
Cooker's too small. I shouldn't say that 'cause it's a big one,
Parchment
isn't it?
paper.
Right.
Wait, then what's a cookie sheet for?
Cookies. This one's
Cookie
for
sheet?
muffins.
Yeah.
Right. So.
It's a sheet that's flat that you lay stuff on.
You don't put it in the oven.
No, you do.
Are you sure? Because the last time I tried with cookie sheet, I think it was
Oh shit.
like
Nearly lost it
made
all.
of wax. And when you put it in the oven, the wax melts and gets into the cookies. Or all over your oven.
Right.
And I have
I think
no...
wax paper is a little bit more. There's some kind of film on it, like wax, you know, the literal wax
Beat the
paper.
eggs.
Yeah.
Parchment's like drier,
Yeah,
but it's more
understand.
non-stick.
Cookies.
Weird.
Beat the eggs.
I don't...
I might be talking out my ass here, but that's what I think I know.
With my experience with wax paper or the cookie sheet or whatever the heck it was, I didn't burn anything or burn down the house or anything, but it didn't seem like I should have put it in the oven. I did, but not for very long.
Then it said
It smelled like a
4
candle
ounces
after I
of
put it in.
oil.
I was like,
Oh,
that doesn't seem right.
it's kind of strange, but I think you could put both of them in there. I mean, you could even you obviously put aluminum
in?
foil in there, but just with cookies, you need something to help it not stick.
And muffins.
Yeah,
with
or else
Parchment paper is your best
Oh, my
bet.
If you don't, you're just going to have some aluminum in your diet.
And then what does it say?
Yeah.
It's written over side again.
Which
So,
isn't necessarily bad
and
for you
milk.
altogether, but In that sort of
Right.
form,
So
nah,
oil and milk. Milk. How
nah,
much milk? I'm going to put milk in the same one.
don't do it.
So milk is...
Actually, it'll probably cause problems if you eat enough aluminum foil. Well, obviously, but
2
still.
ounces of milk. I said 2 ounces of milk.
Even a little bit could just clump up and have a sharp edge,
Oh,
and
well.
you know we don't
2
do
ounces,
well
I
with
think it's 2 ounces.
sharp edges inside of our body.
So it's got to be a bit more because that one's 4. So I'm going to put. Oh, I'll put 5 in. Fluid ounces. And keep that.
That
Wait.
is kind of weird how they have the
Gotta
British
mix
flag on
together,
their
so
flour
I've gotta mix them all
I think that's
together.
the sugar.
or the sugar.
That's why I was laughing earlier. I was like, what the heck? Look at that. You wouldn't expect the English flag to be on there.
You mean the American?
And then it's.
Or the American flag. You wouldn't
the
expect any
sugar.
flag to be on your
How
sugar.
much sugar do I need? Sugar on
Not
this
here in
side
Yeah,
America.
it's like we don't even have our flag on. I don't even think we have our
Ounces.
flag on really any of our food.
Nah, because it's company owned, not nationwide. National. You know what I mean? It's made in
Did you say
USA,
natural?
but national.
Natural?
It's
National?
made in USA, but like not made
That's a
by the
sugar.
government in the USA.
Can't see my 8 for back of it too.
Yeah, something like that. Hey, I wonder if the French ever do that to their sugar.
So I'll put that
You
in.
want to hear a dumb thing, audience? So, when it comes to the
Oh,
flag,
flour, can you get me a flour,
sometimes
please?
when someone says the English flag, I'd be like, so the American flag you mean? It doesn't register in my brain sometimes that, I don't know, it was just a very ditzy moment that I just had there.
Completely
And
went
I
over
said it
my head.
twice. I said it twice. Not in the stream twice, but like twice in my life I've now said that, where someone was like talking about the English flag, meaning like the British flag.
Salt.
And I was like, wait, you mean the American flag?
Nope.
Forgive me. Ryan.
There you are. You can put that back now, please. Thank you. Right, how much flour do I need?
Also, that mixer is from the
flour,
80s.
Flour, 3.5 ounces.
Well, she kind of made this 10 years afterwards. I mean,
What?
That's
that is not what I meant to say.
two.
What were you gonna say? Oh my
I completely forgot, but that threw me off.
Yeah, it threw me out.
3. Just get a bit past it. That's it. That's enough.
I was looking at the date and I looked at an 8 and I guess I thought that was
Put that
like
in.
the 80s or something. I don't know, I just had a moment where I just saw 8 and then 80s and then 10 years and I was like, what?
10 years. 80s? That doesn't even make sense.
It doesn't at all.
Like,
Everyone has those moments, so it's okay. I mean,
I'm rubbing off on you.
no, fool, it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's almost 10. 10. Hey, when did you wake up today, by the way?
I woke up at 5:41
PM.
a.m.
AM? What the crap?
A motherfucking M.
Since when did you start being so responsible?
I don't know, and I took a whole walk by myself too.
That morning when you woke up.
Right then.
No, later this evening, but still.
Yeah, I can see why you're tired.
So I'm gonna
Yeah.
move these things.
But it's so weird. It's like I don't have coffee. I can stay up longer. I have coffee. I go to sleep
Cases as well.
very early, way too early for my own health.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to
With
get a
coffee?
spoon.
With coffee, I fall asleep
And I'm going to
easier.
put them.
Without coffee, I stay up
Took these out for
later.
these
Yeah,
ones
because
as well.
coffee, man, coffee, everybody knows coffee has that point in time where you go through a crash.
And then
There's no crash.
that
It's like
needs
1 cup every month.
Any coffee
more room.
does that. There's always a crash after coffee.
That is ridiculous. Like my parents, for, oh, I don't know, 40 plus years, freaking drank
So I'm going to put a
coffee.
teaspoon in. Oh, teaspoon. I'm not going to put
They
a
drink
teaspoon.
coffee even
Put a
today.
dessert spoon in
Every single
one.
meal,
I thought
every
muffins were
snack,
brown. Oh, that's
everything they're
chocolate, isn't it?
doing. They drink it in the tub,
just
they drink it
plain
in the
ones.
shower. You know, they drink it all the time and they're always awake.
No.
Or they could
Well,
always have a good sleeping schedule.
how many
Me?
times in a day
No.
do they drink coffee?
They always said
Every hour. They
That's
make
why.
4 cups of coffee a day.
They just drink their coffee to get rid of the crash of the first coffee. And then they keep going until they're like, all right, I'm going to go to
they
sleep.
can have a good sleeping schedule. Like my mother, asleep at 10 every night. Every single night. Up at 6, no, up at 5 something. Asleep at 10 something every night.
Yeah,
Drink
fool,
coffee like nobody's business.
she used coffee to get her sleep schedule, like brute force it the way it is.
And this is the
All right,
product
listen.
of crisp
She wakes up. This is how it first started. She woke
Cookies
up at an
and-
early hour, drank coffee, right? And then
Are
the
they-
first crash happens.
muffins.
Before she like really feels it, she drinks
That
another
is
cup,
gonna
so
go
she
and
kind of
do
just wakes her up
taste
past
test.
that crash. And then the second crash happens, and if she needs to, if she's not ready to go to sleep, she drinks another cup of coffee. And then, whenever the next crash happens, she just goes to bed. She's just tired. Just,
The amount of
I'm
sugar I
out.
put in.
I'm done. And then she repeats the
The sweet, but not
process
all
the
the
next
sweet.
morning for 5 days straight
Nice. The outside
until her day's off.
is crunchy, but the soft in the middle it's soft.
It's supposed to be crunchy on the outside.
Yeah, I don't think cookies
It's
are
so
supposed to be
weird.
soft, are they?
Yeah, well,
Like,
everybody.
I can drink a Monster, a Red Bull, I have,
Too tight to even
and
think
felt
about it.
so tired and went to sleep.
Yeah.
Crunchy on the outside, not too
Like,
soft on the
it's-
inside, but they're big.
I heard
big,
of
aren't
something with 80, don't quote me on this, but I've heard
Tastes a bit like the cookie.
something about
I mean,
how
Yeah, cookie.
if you have ADHD or
But
something like
not
that,
the same if that makes sense.
hyperactivity in the brain,
It's me. That makes
not even
sense to me.
necessarily the body,
But
but in the brain, any
Mm.
caffeine
Right, just a second, about an hour
will,
and 30 time.
Nah,
like,
nah.
drag
Whoa.
you or make
Not more
you
just-
really tired. And it's never gotten out of my head after
What the
that
heck?
kind of.
Well, that's, huh. Here's what I think, though. Oh, hang on. Technical difficulties. A little bit of a bad connection here. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Okay. I think it's fixed. That was kind of weird. Anyway,
Yeah, that was very.
I'm definitely sure. I could be wrong, but I'm definitely sure that coffee does put you to sleep after a while if you don't drink another cup of coffee. But that's only coffee. Any other energy drink, I'm not sure about because I haven't had much of it, except for a Monster, which, quite frankly, just makes me high. Anyway, yeah.
No. Recently I've actually had 2 cups each time.
Of coffee.
Yes,
When is the second cup?
still happens. Pretty much, if not even an hour right after the first. Just because the craving is still there.
Ah, you gotta drink it like 4 hours or just right when you feel the crash, and then you'll wake up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like right now. If you drink
I
coffee,
ain't
like
drinking no coffee. I'm about to go to bed.
if you drink coffee right now, you definitely wake up and then fall asleep the next time there's a crash for sure. But that's how you're supposed to do it on a regular day, which is how people are able to go 9 to 5 sometimes. They drink coffee, they manage to have like 5 hours to 8 hours just pass through without them noticing, and then all of a sudden they feel like, ugh, I gotta go home now. Coffee is their secret weapon.
Yeah. Well, enough talk about coffee. Let's get to some bacon.
Okay. Baking it is. Let me just find that video that you suggested earlier. And in order to do that, I gotta find my phone, which has been eaten by the floorboards. Because I have no... Oh, never mind. It's under my legs.
So depending on how I feel after this video that I sent you that we watched, I may or may not need to go to bed.
What?
I may or may not need to go to bed after watching the video I sent you.
Okay. We're running up on the... Well, we're past the hour mark, so, I mean... That's fine.
Okay, cool.
Uh-huh. 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 Oh, there it is. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Yeah, let me just do some finagling here before I put it up on the big screen. Where did I even get that word from, finagle?
I don't even know. Where'd
That
they get
sounds-
phalange?
Greeks. That sounds disgusting, though.
Regina phalange.
Do I not have another account?
I'm fading.
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Screw that. Alright, well, there's no finagling there. I'm just gonna have to Google it.
It's not a joke while you have STD. What?
Where did that come from? What the heck?
Your lo-fi hip-hop radio in the comment section by Briel. It's not a joke while you have STD.
Oh, you're reading that too? Oh. Oh, man. Yeah, that's
Because
why I
I
was...
keep saying Demi, Demi, and I'm like,
Yeah, Demi Chain. I don't know who that
Banal. Oh, you trying to get help from people?
is. Everybody on that chat's hilarious.
I bet.
Though I'm saying that completely without any sort of like evidence whatsoever or stories to back that up. I'm just saying it to say it. And I am YouTubing. What is this called?
Tuba Ubing.
It's called a Wedgwood Queensware cake.
Mhm.
Oh my god. By the way, I've been meaning to ask you on stream, preferably with more people, so that they can hear the answer. But
Yes.
what is your obsession with pastel colors?
My obsession with pastel colors. Oh my god. They are just so different from regular solid colors. Like they can be a solid color, but it's so much more eye-catching than just a regular other solid color. Like blue. Regular primary blue is a solid color, a beautiful color. But pastel powder blue is so much more like there's so much more eye-catching, ability to it. And it could be, very washed out or very vibrant. I've learned in pastels that it can be, washed, and it also can be like vibrant, and it can even be neon. There's a lot you can do with pastels, and I just think that overall, I just think that they're so much more eye-catching. Like they're just so more unique than just regular solid color.
Here I am thinking, well, my best guess for what really caught you on pastel colors is the fact that baking and the makeup industry lives pastel colors, especially baking, for sure, because it's one of the easiest colors to put on any cake or pastry or baking product of any kind. It is very hard to get solid colors
The first
on.
one.
You could see that?
Yep, the first one.
Am I still streaming?
Yeah, I like.
Oh! Whoops. I did not know. Yeah, it is the first one. Hold on. The stream can't see it, and I'm pretty sure there's an ad pretty soon.
Hi there.
Yep.
So you've got online.
Shut the heck up. 1 second.
Those are theory. Like you got your primary, your second.
You know, it's been a while since I've seen a Travelocity commercial, but where did it come from?
I'm an expert at waterfalling.
But pastels, they rebel. They're just beautiful. What they call.
I think the best thing about pastel colors is that it's yeah, I'm still here. What? What are you laughing at?
Oh no, you're lagging.
I am? How much? Oh jeez.
Or maybe.
Oh, that was definitely you. You just left and then came right back in. I think it's actually both of us.
Yeah.
So anyways, what I was gonna say was, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What I was gonna say was, the best thing about pastel colors is that it's, in certain situations, it's very easy on the eyes. Like in darker settings or where there's already a lot of white. Or in tropical settings or like wherever there's a sand, tan, not so saturated, color place. But then that's exactly what it is. It's not that saturated.
Well, what I was thinking, because I was learning back in college, was the color theory. Well, the color wheel, like color theory. How you have your primary, your secondary, your tertiary. They're still really solid, vibrant colors. So pastels are kind of like the rebel, and I think that's really cool because they're the lightest.
Mostly, yeah. Then there's a whole other end of the spectrum, the neon, actually. The neon, very saturated colors to where it's so much color it almost freaking glows. Like, really glows.
It almost blinds the eye.
Yeah. Like, deep. Not dark, but deep. Thick blue. That kind of blue that just, like, gives you a headache sometimes if you stare at it too much on a TV. Or red. Deep red.
Yes, that would really hurt my eye if I looked at it.
The thing about those colors is that they really work well with black. Black or any other dark stuff going on.
Mm-hmm.
Dark themes, dark color schemes, dark anything. When that color is around darkness, it stands out the most. When pastels is around white, it stands out the most usually. And then in between, it just depends. It's very circumstantial. To be honest...
So that is my answer to you, but...
Well, that's a good answer, yeah. It's a very good answer. I don't know if I... What I was going to say earlier is, to be honest, I don't know if I have a type of color that I'm particularly veering towards the most. It's hard for me to really pick a favorite color, because I like almost all
Never
colors.
Snap to guides. We want your mind.
Oh, what the
we
heck?
Want your software.
Whoops, I did not know
Everybody loves
there
your-
was going to be ads here. I was talking so much I completely forgot about them. Thank you, Matt Masterclass. I was going to say Mattress Firm. Oh my god, what?
After watching all those food videos, you've got to
Shut the heck up.
Luckily,
You're lagging really, 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 really badly.
Hopefully not for the stream. It's because
I
it's
don't
loading
know.
YouTube videos. Which was ads.
No, I mean your voice. Lagging. Like,
Yeah, I know.
and breaking up really, really, really badly.
What happens is from time to time, whenever something is loading on my computer, especially if it's internet, it'll pull from the stream and from Discord and break up my voice. I'm sure you did not hear that.
I did. I'm just trying to think of what you said before that. You're like, to be honest, something.
Oh, to be honest, I don't have a set color. I don't have a set type of color like pastel or neon or anything like that. I do like them both, and I don't necessarily have like an absolute favorite color. There are some colors that I don't like as much as other colors, but oftentimes when people ask me, hey, what's your favorite color? Most of the time I either go, I don't really have a favorite color, or I say blue just because it's the easiest one to go to.
Blue really is my favorite color of all time, but mustard yellow, no, lime green and mustard yellow are really becoming, or amethyst purple are really becoming my staple. They're just very jewel tone and eye catching. Or even emerald.
I guess my favorite color just depends on the time of day. Not really the time of day, but like what I feel like and what period of my life I'm in. very circumstantial, I'd say.
Okay.
So, when I was little, it used to be like my go-to color was red. And then for a time it was green, and then it was blue, and then it was purple, and then it was black, and then it was blue again, and it could be yellow tomorrow or freaking silver the next day.
All right.
It's kind of weird, yeah, I know. But I can't
That's
settle
just
for
you
one
as a
color.
person, though, from what I've known of you. That's just you as a person. And also pastel pink. Pastel pink. Ooh, I love a good pastel pink.
Oh, yes. For the audience, one thing I definitely don't get about colors is how many of them and all the names there are for all of them and the difference between some of them and their names. I'm a very simple person, so I don't usually like go out to remember all of the names of the millions of colors out there. Like magenta, chartreuse,
Wormwood, Edgewood.
Wormwood, Edgewood,
What was that
Inchwood,
one?
Inchworm,
Oh,
freaking
whatever that one
citronella.
was.
Citronella, wait, that's a plant. Something else.
Vermilion.
Yeah, that.
Peach.
See,
Mahogany. Caramel. Candy.
a lot of
Wart.
people would say that's because I'm a guy. Guys don't usually care too much about the details of color. But, yes.
That's not
And
true.
no, at the same time. Because, like, I care about the colors and you know, what they are, what they could do, and how they contribute to our lives and whatnot. But there are a lot of them. A lot. And one little shade difference between this green and that green has a whole nother name for it. Like a whole other name. And sometimes the colors look exactly the same in my eyes. That causes a lot of trouble for me. So I'm just like, no, that's green. They're all green. Lime green, dark green, green. That's blue. Light blue, dark blue, indigo, and that's it.
It's like
Right.
asking a guy about the differentiation of like nude lipsticks or red lipsticks or lipsticks. They're just gonna say they're all the same, but they're not. They're different.
See what I mean? But hey, I will notice in a moment that in that makeup palette or whatever, you're missing regular red. Just red, not pinkish red.
Nope, not
freaking-
anymore.
Not
Not
pastel
anymore.
red.
I have a true one. I have a true red. I bought it. I bought it after we discovered that. I literally bought a palette, literally just for the red.
Please, in the YouTube section, comment any palettes that you could find. Makeup, lipstick. Well, lipstick's kind of easy. They always have red. What? Not nail polish, but just facial like eyeliner palettes or whatever that has a deep rosy red, like red apple red.
Is
like freaking, what's the reddest thing you can think of and put it in a palette?
a fire hydrant.
Yeah, a fire truck red, or the red ribbon, the red carpet red, all that. Just the word red. Think of anything red and just comment a palette that has that color in it. I want to see how many palettes there are with red in it. Because for some reason, that seems to be one of the hardest colors to find in an eyeliner palette.
Eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow. Sorry, I don't do makeup.
We're for those of you who are wondering, we're very close. So I get like snappy at him when I talk to him about makeup because like he tries to understand, but there's also the points of he just either doesn't want to understand or he doesn't understand, and it's like a constant back and forth type of thing. And it really is anymore about this one thing about the color red not being in any eyeshadow palette. And he turns around and calls it like eyeliner palettes or whatever.
I'm
I don't
very
know,
bad
it's
with
just-
names. Sorry.
You know.
With colors and makeup and movie actors and singers and sometimes songs and freaking just words in general, okay? I suck at words.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
my
right.
non-existent accent doesn't really allow me to be very good at words.
You're non-existent. You just basically said, I have no excuse, don't listen to me.
Don't call me out like that. Listen. I will replace your salt with sugar.
Go ahead.
Your fries will be tasting like a sweet potato soon. Oh my god, we put on this video and I'll be honest, I was not paying attention to the first
I
half
know
of it.
you weren't. I was the whole time.
An amazing cake, but I'm sure it tastes like cake. I like cake that tastes like
Wow.
blueberries or a fruit of some kind. I don't know why, but a lot of cake to me tastes pretty much the same, like cake, like sweet bread dough that has been baked very professionally with icing. Hey, at least the design is good. Kind of looks like someone's bedroom wall. Which actually brings up another question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever have your walls designed just like this cake?
Depends on what my living situation.
Say you're in a mansion and one of your rooms is...
Yeah. Then yes.
Okay, say you're just in a high-class house and you only have one room to yourself, like your bedroom. One bedroom that is yours,
Yeah.
that you sleep in.
Yeah.
Would you still do it?
Like a powder blue, pastel blue vineyard type. Yes.
What if it was peachy?
Peachy?
Peach-colored walls.
No, I'm thinking. No, powder blue.
Hypothetically, let's say you only had peach-colored paint for the walls. No blue.
I'd exchange it for a powder blue.
What
Hey,
it
if I
was-
live in a mansion, I might as well have enough money for paint.
It's not a mansion anymore. It's a freaking high-class house. That is
High
nowhere near a Home Depot, so no paint.
I guess I'd have to live with it.
Yeah, but what kind of design would you go for if it was a pastel peach wall?
Probably something along the same lines, but maybe a little bit more. Maybe I'd go for a peachy pastel, like cherry blossom type of.
I keep veering towards like the autumn harvest type themes. I don't
There's
exactly
not
know
much peach in autumn.
what.
There's not much peach in autumn.
Yeah, if you do it right, kinda. I think there would be a lot more orange than there would be pink in the peach.
Mhm.
But if you manage to do that, then it would be like, I don't know how the design would be. It's very hard to really describe the feeling. But it's as if you would pair peach with all of the autumn scents together. Like cinnamon and pumpkin and dry leaves and the autumn breeze and all that good stuff. But for some reason there's peach there, so everything's just slightly sweeter and fruitier. End of
There
spring.
really isn't peach. It's like a very faded transition.
Yeah, it's kind of like the end of spring, beginning of autumn type thing. End of spring, end of summer, beginning of autumn type thing.
I was about to say, did you skip something?
Yeah, I skipped all of winter. I mean,
What? Are you fading?
I faded an hour ago.
Uh-huh.
If you known that if I eat something extremely spicy, then I go to sleep like an hour after.
Oh, that was you that said that?
Yep. Who'd you think it was?
Oh, I can't say on stream.
Okay, was it a friend?
Yes.
Okay, that's all you need to say. Dang, look at that cake. Is that chocolate?
Mhm.
See, that cake's just gonna taste like chocolate cake. I really want a blue colored cake to taste like blue. Okay? Not chocolate or vanilla or the same old. I like blue. I want blue. If it's a red cake, give me red. Not red velvet, but that good, like strawberry, cherry, red flavor. Whatever color it is, think of a fruit and make it that flavor.
Okay.
That's for me.
Doesn't sound half bad.
That's for me and my cakes, though. It's very easy for a restaurant or any professional cake maker to come up with a cake design and then just slap it on a chocolate and vanilla cake. No.
Yeah.
Go a little extra. Put some use to that design, yeah?
Yeah, no, there's definitely, the vanilla, the chocolate, the marble. Rarely do you see fruit cake. Well, fruit other than actual fruit cake. But like fruity kind of cake. You don't really see it too often. Like, I don't make it very often. But apple cake, you wouldn't think is a thing, but it's definitely a thing.
Yeah,
Like a pineapple upside down cake, but apples.
if you put apples in the apple cake, well, obviously do, and then just like line it with not black, what the heck, brown sugar. I think that would make a really good cake. Tastes like apples on the inside with a little
That's
bit of
exactly
braid.
how I make it.
And then there's brown sugar on the outside, and then it's kind of like an apple pie. That's some good cake. Now, if you could do the same thing with blueberries, and instead of brown sugar, you could put like whipped cream or something, that would be amazing. Because you could cook pancakes with anything in it and around it, but you can't cook a regular freaking cake that's not vanilla or chocolate with fruit in it and other goodness. I know you can't put like whipped cream in the cake or in the icing. Well, actually, no, you can in the icing.
You can, but you can't bake it.
Yeah, you can't bake it.
Yeah. And
They
have
don't
it-
do it though. They don't do it anywhere. I want to see non-fruit cake, fruit cake.
Yeah, maybe one. But that's what I would do. Like if I only have one can of paint or one option of paint and peach, I'd make it into like a cherry blossom type of, rather than like a powder blue vineyard.
Yeah. Oh man, what an eventful stream. That was a pretty amazing stream. I mean, so much happened. We we looked at bad cooking and some cake. What an amazing stream. That was fun. Nah, I'm just kidding. But seriously, that was a
Hey,
pretty
you
good
better
stream.
fucking be.
What are you talking
And
about? Listen. It was a pretty good stream.
sucks that
Okay.
Abby had to leave so early.
It does suck, but don't worry. We have next week. Next weekend. I know I haven't really said this to everybody, and I will. I know that's one of those promises, but I actually will right after the stream. Instead of a set specific day, I'm going back to the vague time frame of the weekends. So it doesn't have to be every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday. It could be on Friday or Saturday or Sunday. Whichever day is the best day for the most people to get on at the end of the week. And it's going to be the weekend stream.
Okay.
Yep.
I hope that works out better. And,
I hope so too,
what's
but
her name?
it's
Ghost
worth a
Deacon.
try. And that's for both you and everybody else watching to know. We will be streaming like we have usually been, like on Fridays, Saturdays, or Sundays. But instead of it just being a set schedule, it's just going to be that little time frame every week. Just to help us all out so we can get here.
Okay.
That being said, it's freaking Sunday night, and I'm pretty sure you all have places to be early in the morning tomorrow in 7 hours or so. So,
yeah,
I will let you and the audience head to bed now. That's the end of the stream.
All right.
I'm lagging the heck out. Hope everyone has a freaking amazing day. I'm still getting through all this spice, and I'm passing out. So, that's all I got. You got anything?
Apparently there's a cloudy Hufflepuff that likes extra cheese on their pizza.
Where?
Comment section.
What the crap? Anything else?
Yes. It was good stream, good time. Well, we kind of off stream talked about what like game means to us in the now, like right now, the present, and not what it meant to us in the past or what it's gonna mean to us in the future, like right now. I think we've kind of established that we need to, for certain, that we need to collaborate more in whatever kind of way. It doesn't even have to be like, just like, what am I trying to say? It doesn't have to be like one after the other. It can be like the whole group. It could be like two people working on something in one post. It doesn't have to be like one person collaborating with another on each of our, not personals, but like under our personal names. And then just that being the collab and tagging each other. Like it can be group, it can be duo, trio, whatever. We need to collaborate more. That's what I'm just trying to say. I'm saying but we need to collaborate. So, yeah, I hope that if we get more of them on here to talk about this, then we need to talk about what we need to do in order to collaborate and maybe hang out more for it to work out.
Hey,
Yeah,
I have an
that's
idea.
pretty much- Yes, what?
The next stream, depending on how many people show up, we will have our first ever on-stream collaboration by making a color wheel. Why not?
That's fun.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
It's not a promise, but I look forward to it next week here on the weekend game stream. Alright, go to bed. I'm going to bed. I'm ending the stream. I'll see everybody later.
Alright.
See
Good
ya
night,